the Rambam. In other words, the non-Lubavitcher should take proof from the Rambam Gemara. How you have to learn about Geula every day, and then the Lubavitcher can take whatever sichas, non-officially, unofficial. The Rebbe said that that's included in the Achakale. The Achakale, that in itself is learning about Geula. So if you're really waiting, you have to learn every single day.
So I thought the idea was to. I thought the idea was to come in from the side. In other words, just speak about these inyanim that will excite people. Question is, do you want to take a direct line and say, let's learn about it?
Why not? It should be one of the subjects. Show the importance of it. If people really knew the importance of it, and you're bringing proof from Niglech and Chassidus also, obviously, from the Rambam, and that people will start doing it. It's part of Torah, it's part of the Hakale. Definitely, I think it's 100%. I'll take a vote. Take a vote.
It says here, number 23, provide education, not clear-cut solutions. I don't know what that means. I'm looking for one of these that perhaps sounds like what you were talking about, but I don't see any.
We do have it there. If it's not, let's put it number 1.
Okay, so
probably the subjects that are the most interesting to the largest amount of people.
Okay, so Isaac's saying, firstly, talk about
establish the fact that the importance of learning every day about the according to the Gemara, Rambam, Nigla, whatever you want to take it. Nach, Nidis, Mamorim, Nalov, and Bais. I suggest you get one.
I'm not sure that you're going to get a very positive response from the non-Chabad yet world.
I have to agree. I think you're better off having the MC say something about it. Part of our Hakala is to wait and to learn about it. But if you're going to make a whole session on that, I think it's just you should be provocative aspects. We're talking things that people are interested and they want to know what's going on. The Sheikh is coming, what's happening, what's going to be, as opposed to starting to give people an education that they have to learn is a little bit of a dry run. You want to have very exciting, engaging topics. So the whoever is gonna do the emceeing at the beginning is going to give a little bit of a something on
I don't see a study. I hear what you're saying. I don't see a study. You can make it very interesting. There's so many stories.
So if anything, it has to be at the conclusion, at the end. So how do people walk away? So start learning about it. But that would be better. Like this, you're engaged the people, you're bringing them in, and you're leaving it as a grand finale. What can people leave with? So you can leave with suggestions on learning.
Where does it say in halacha? Where does it say in halacha that you have to learn in Yonim Moshiach Gula?
It's a part of the
You're going to have to rely on the Chafetz Chaim, who spoke a lot about learning Kachim and Karbanis and all that.
So he said about learning Kachim because he said that Kohen has to know what to do in the Beis Hamikdash.
No, but the Rebbe said that the part of the Hakaloi.
It comes to what the Rebbe geheißen. But if it comes to Oile B'Shor Rosh Yeshiva, Arov, whatever, I want you to speak about the importance, the need of learning every day in Yonim Moshiach. He's going to tell you, I can talk about the need of Emunah. But wo steht am Daf lernen? As the man said, as through learning, you will get to Emunah. You might not excite him about it. This is very Rebbe. Right? So if you want to keep it something that they will feel comfortable, not because the Rebbe said so.
The Rebbe many times said, there's nicht gechiluk, wann it kommt the address.
Right.
We don't have to necessarily say that the Rebbe. We have to just to give the answers to all these questions with the Maram Mekamis. There'll be plenty of homework for them to study in Yom Gul Mashiach. Just this list of topics. If you have the answers to all these questions with the Maram Mekamis, you already have to let everyone dwell into it and learn this. That's just a time in Yom Gul Mashiach.
Yeah, you have to make the case. That's what I'm saying. Don't mention the Rebbe. You don't have to mention the Rebbe. Just make the case. Whoever's doing it, there's so much to say about it. Just make the case clear cut that if you want to be mechaka b'emes, you have to learn every day. You mechaka just once a week, or you mechaka every day.
Right. We could say by learning, you will have the excitement to really yearn for Mashiach.
Whatever exactly, it is, I think it's important to have it.
The address from Vanessa.
You have that video from Elephant saying that everyone has to learn Yom Gul Mashiach.
No, we could quote the Chafetz Chaim. That will be Eifan HaMiskabel for the Welts.
Okay, so that's one thing. Okay, next. Mendy, are you writing the things down over there? Mendy.
Yeah. So far, I'm writing everything down.
Okay, so that's for the MC to bring out the mice but the end. You can also bring some in the middle, the beginning of it, about it, but it should be there. That's very important.
So he said that's the first thing. Reuven came along and says the last thing, so I put it number 10. I just added a 0 to the 1.
He didn't say that. He just said that.
To Rabbonim, I think when you speak to Rabbonim that have great aspirations, Sanhedrin would be something that they would be interested. And they might aspire to be one of the Sanhedrin. And that's something which is concrete.
Saying that what, if they speak for us, we'll let them be in Sanhedrin?
No. We said that this will be something that might just interest them.
Sure, yeah, it's a very good topic.
It's a topic which actually is being discussed. There's been many times that I think Gora not to go. I wanted to make Sanhedrin. Others wanted to make Sanhedrin. So there's always been talk about it. So let's get the yes, no, why not?
Isn't it the story with Ramesha Feinstein? He didn't want a pacemaker because Mashiach came.
Yeah,
it was something.
He didn't want to be
a bamu.
A bamu.
So what number 5 here says Sanhedrin returns people who are alive now, question mark, need to update halachas.
I'm not getting it because I think it's important that we're not going to give just going to pick our subjects. We have to give it Rabbanim an option to choose from various different things. Once people start choosing, then there's we narrow it down to what's less. But you're not going to give just these. This is what we're speaking about. Just these are the topics that we carved out. Pick something. What do you think you can speak on? I think that the fact that we have a nice list over there I think what we need to do is work on crystallizing that list and making it very sharp and strong.
So spend more time on each number and explain it better.
Yeah, just have a strong title kind of and a strong subtitle. And obviously, the Rav might say, I'm going to speak on this, but I'm going to change the topic a little bit,
Okay, so let's do it now. If you're not going to do it now, keep on getting pushed off. So let's do it now. Go down the list. Reuven, you're good with that now?
Good.
So go down the list. The title and subtitle.
So should I write title? Brachas for Mashiach comes. What's the subtitle? Recording in process.
By the way, I had this discussion with some other people, also my wife. I had this discussion just like you have families, how you were talking about the brachas. I think it might put more of Bill Mamish with this getting to get ready. Families have they're called emergency plans, right? It's called, I don't know, You have an emergency, just in case you have an emergency, you have a plan. Family, each house has a plan, just in case there's a fire or something, right? So I think people should start making what's the plan, the Mashiach plan, call it something like that. Besides the brachas, Mashiach plan. What's the Mashiach? Okay, you hear Mashiach say, what now? Who gets the car? We're going to Crown Heights. Are we getting tickets? Are we going? Do we have clothes? It should be in place. Besides the brachas, should be fel mamish.
We're focusing over here on a halachic discussion.
No, I'm just saying at the Chagav.
Yeah.
It should be the same thing together with the brachas. It should be a Mashiach plan. What happens? Bel mamish. You don't find out Mashiach is there. What's going on?
If you don't know, like the Rambam says, it's very hard to have a particular plan.
No, but I think I think this just like people are doing this already. They're saying if you have
the best people have is they have a suitcase prepared. That's what people have, which is a nice thing.
With what? Yeah. Okay, so we should promote it. Just like the brachas, we're promoting the brachas. We should promote it with the other brachas.
Aber der Rebbe gesagt mit alles mitnehmen. Verstehst? Mit alles nehmen.
You know the Sefer Derech Yishar in Yiddish? Gabriel Holzberg worked on it.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with that Sefer? It has amazing Teichen. They already put a lot of work into it in those years. And zusammengelegt things which makes us exciting about Mashiach. It says about every moment we're in Golus, you multiply by the amount of malachim. It's everything. I'm saying that the amount of people and the amount of creatures that are waiting for it's just whatever. It describes aside from the Rebbe Sikh, aside from the other Makeres, in a way that how important is every moment that's one moment earlier to be out of Golus, how important for the whole Seidish Dalshalas. And then it's made for kids, so any simple Eid doesn't have to be the Talmud Chachamim will enjoy that because there's a lot of scheda that they're very good. The Makeres, aside from Nus Chassidus and aside from the Forum, I think to put that into English, I don't know if they ever translate that.
It's translated, but it's not published yet.
Why not? So why don't we use? Why don't we use those topics? We have a lot of interesting things there with the Makeres that we could put it out for people to see. I mean, it's an incredible. I remember I learned that with the girls in Bais. It was a straight down to earth. It's you know what I mean. None of us really opens your eyes and very informative. A lot of things which people didn't know about it. And things but I think they did a lot of very good work on it. It's chaval that it's not publicized in many languages because it's a beautiful booklet, very down to earth. It awakens the yearning to Mashiach when you learn that.
Who put it out?
They got a bunch of Bachrim in Altair. One of them was Gabriel Holzberg.
What's the name? What's the name of the book?
Derech HaYishara. I can take a picture of it.
Yeah, post it. If we can get it. Okay, so let's start to go weiter. Okay, so you have already one thing. What's the next thing?
When you say next thing, what does that mean? We don't have a subtitle for the brachas from Mashiach comes.
Okay. It's very simple. That's very simple. Which brachas are we going to say when Mashiach comes? That's it. The various different brachas that we're going to say when Mashiach comes.
And by the way, not every card that is out there is correct. Some people are putting brachas that are Rabbanim said clearly that Broin. I once posted on the Minatzchim. Broin has a whole arichos in which brachas which will be said, which will not. I think if you're very publicized, we might as well do it based on what Rabbanim say, not what people just printing cards. It's important to do. I mean, as Aid was Ken Lennon with the Durgan saying, as Abrach is talking mocker for them. So we might as well have our Makeres. And I think Brian did the homework. You might as well.
No, that's why we're having this session. Let the Rabbanim talk about
it. That's exactly what it's
about. Okay, fine.
We're not putting the card up. We're putting a session of it. Let them.
Okay, back and forth the discussion.
Okay, number 2. All right. Number 3.
No, we don't have number 2 yet.
What do you mean?
Well, there's
It says.
numbers here, but the shaila is, are they the ones that we want? Oh, we'll go through everything.
Yeah.
What will
Yeah,
my
go
life
for it.
look like? Presenter will decide.
It's a very hard topic to get. It's a very broad topic to give someone. What do you know what my life look like? It's a very hard. I don't know. You're basically giving.
Just pick something. Pick something. Just put it something. You have to get it out there.
I would leave that one out.
Okay.
Okay.
You could break that up into many different subjects. Someone already
That's
asked
what
the bank.
That's what the other things are. That's what
Yeah,
the other
bank
things are.
account.
Okay, so you're right. C number 1, 2, 3. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's go to the next one. Next.
The title, well, we'll see. It's bank account. How will I work? How will I go to work? What will happen with my business?
Right. So that's included in this.
Will I still live in my home?
Okay, so you can put that all included in this one. Number 3, yeah.
No, so this is number 2. I took away the other one for now.
Oh.
And that's the bank. That's the title. Bank account. How will I go to work? What will happen with my business? Or should one of these be subtitled?
Obviously, you need a bank account. That doesn't sound good. You have to polish that.
Well, how will I go to work sounds good. That's a very practical
Yeah,
thing.
that's a good one.
Will we work for a living? No. Say that.
Maybe will I have to go to work?
Why not putting it, will we go back to man, or are we still gonna have to work? We will get man from heaven, or we will have to do motzi lechem min haaretz, or motzi lechem min hashamayim.
I don't know how to spell man.
In English, they call it manna.
Yeah, but this is not for that crowd. That crowd. Will we get money for heaven? Will we still have to go to work? The thing is that I think you're taking it from a different perspective. The way we wrote it, Chatchila, bank account, what will happen with my work? This is separating people from what they want to do. It's like, I want my bank account. I want my job. I want what I know, where I'm comfortable. It's a different approach than what you're saying. Will we get money from heaven? It means it will be taken care of, or will we have to work? That's the opposite approach. Not everybody wants to give up work. I would argue most people don't want to give up work. The younger generation would in a second, but the older generation. So that kind of changes. The younger generation is already getting ready for Mashiach without knowing it. They don't want to work. They don't want to do anything.
This is what you expect in time of Mashiach, not to do anything? I'm not sure that this is what's in the cards.
Not anything like this. A different thing.
It's going to be more exciting.
Hashem.
Something like will our businesses still be open? Will we still go to work? Will we something that will we need to earn a living? It's like 3 questions, but they're all the same thing. You can put them all in the subtitle. One is recording to business, the other one is like a guy going to work, so it's different. Obviously, the guy's running a business probably, and especially if it's a good business, he probably wants to keep it more open than the guy who's schlepping and working for someone else for a paycheck.
Exactly, it's the opposite direction. The boss and the worker. So what do we do?
But 2 or 3 subtitles to that.
Okay. So it says title, will we get money from heaven or will we still have to work? Subtitle.
By the way, this is not so much a halachic question. This is a question. You're not having someone as a Pesach talk about this. This is someone who did research on in Yonam statement like Mashiach and not dealing with a halacha. But again, I think it's a good blend to blend in various different things. Not everything has to be a halacha to Geshayla.
Okay, so it says bank account. Is that
Bank
subtitle?
account means that, but initially we threw that out. Means no one is thinking. Maybe I don't know. People are afraid they'll lose their money. They'll lose their wealth. Will I lose my wealth?
Will I lose my money?
And connections, also connections, put that in. Built up connections. They never spoke about.
Connections? What kind of connections?
You
Will
built
my
up connections.
portfolio
But
go
it
up
has
or
to be,
down?
it has to be
Business.
reworded. You can't just say connections. Will my
Business
Bring it out, yeah,
contact.
business.
contact only
Contacts.
whatever person think you're changing your phone over here and you're gonna lose your contacts.
Business contacts. Business contacts.
Think of, get another word. We're just bringing it out there.
Will I lose my money? That's a big one. Will I go to
But
work?
I think also even losing my money. Why would someone ever harm you lose your money? So I think
We'll
we
lose
have
my
to put better
status.
words in there. We have to put something strong or it has something to that effect. But I think the words whatever sounds funny.
Then we should put about the that brings the minhag to b'toyim machal Shabbos before Shabbos, that we should also taste the gula while in Golus. How do we do that? Learn the ilchos of chag b'chag. You know, if you have a yontif, you learn the halachas. We should the gab. In other words, it's connected to what in Yom Menigla that we eat machal on Fridays.
But this is a very practical thing that people are going to want to know.
You could
Will I go
ask
to work?
maybe.
What will happen with my business? Will I still live in my home? That's a very real question.
The way you're asking it in simple words, like the way it is, sounds good. Will I still live in my home? What will happen with my business? That's really good. That's good. That's better than
Right.
yeah. And
Will
something about my wealth. Will my wealth?
Will
come
I need
along
my
with me?
savings? Will I still need my savings or my
Oh.
investments? You know.
Oh, we just say, what about my 401k?
Yeah.
All right.
That's good.
Good. That's a good one. 401k.
Okay. That's number 2. Number 3 is Bias Eliyahu. Who will announce Mashiach's coming? Okay, so that's good. That's both the title and a subtitle, correct?
Question is whether we want to add something again, keeping with the Mamad.
Social media or something.
Right. You can say shofar, headlines, Facebook post.
Okay, so maybe we should take this one out. Keep this as the title, and then subtitle will be Facebook.
No, I think start with the Halakha one. Shofar.
Let's the someone sent me that by the Pasha Samon that people say is fakert like it happened by the Midbar. It was by the Midbar. It was that the tzaddikim got it by their door, and the Beinanim had to go outside, and the Rishoyim had to go far out. But Pasha Samon that you say on Tuesday, Pashas Beshalach, he said that the tzaddikim they have to go take a sefer. They have to go to the Shvarim, take a sefer. The Beinanim they print it out from their email, and the Rishoyim get it on the WhatsApp as a glach. So you're going to be careful if you're putting this out there. You want to keep it as kosher as you can.
Right. So that's what I said. Don't put anything. Maybe WhatsApp. Just WhatsApp is more part of shofar. Shofar headlines. What's shofar? Because let me say.
Not Twitter.
The radio, maybe people still listen to the radio.
Headlines. Headlines is part of. Headlines could be.
Yeah.
Headlines.
So I have subtitles: Shofar, WhatsApp status, and headlines.
I would say shofar, headlines, WhatsApp. You get mikal minakavid alakal or mikal alakavid, depending what you.
Can it say status or just WhatsApp?
WhatsApp post.
And then this is only that the people speaking are going to see this, right?
No, I think this would. I mean, we'll have to find. It will depend how we're doing the media spread on this.
Yeah,
No, we were
to get
talking
people's
about
attention.
Mandy. What'd you say?
No, I'm saying you want to have engaging topics. You want to draw a crowd. So when people see these titles, they say, "Oh, you know, I'm interested in coming to this program."
That's it. Just write WhatsApp. They get it. Everybody gets it.
Okay, number 4. The title is Sanhedrin returns. People who are alive now. So it has to be more explained. Will it be? Or who will be on the Sanhedrin?
How will we choose the Sanhedrin? Or yeah,
Maybe it's a time. The main thing is the restoration of the
That's right.
Sanhedrin.
I think
Right, the
who will they?
restoration of the
No, why
Sanhedrin.
don't we just keep it simple? Who will they be?
right. How will they?
Yeah, but you want
Because
to
the
say that
Sanhedrin returns.
the return of the Sanhedrin or the restoration of it.
Who will they be? Are they alive now? Need to update halachas. Is electricity permissible or forbidden? Will Sanhedrin address these issues? New meat, genetically grown, will they overturn Jewish practices? Will Mesorah still exist? But will it be modified to deal with a new reality? 2 days Yom Tiv is an example, 7 or 8 days Pesach. Do you need a mashgiach tmidi when you have cameras constantly recording? So this was a big one.
But that's really a question for today. That's not even a question for Amol. I mean, for Mashiach. That's more a shaila of.
Okay, so help me.
I think the Sanhedrin. I think the Sanhedrin. You have the numbers 5 and 4 and 5, and I think really it is actually. Wow! This is not just 4 and 5. This is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All these are all about this, basically about these things. So you can almost make it like Sanhedrin: who, what, where, when. You know, like. First question is who.
Who will they be? People who are alive now?
Because really the second half of the set of questions in number 4 are really also 5 and number 6 and numbers.
So will you like this?
Well, actually, not. No, I'm let's make 4 the who and 5 the what.
Why can't it be a bigger topic?
It could be, but then what is 5 different than number 4?
Well, that's
so
more halachic.
maybe you can divide it in. One is the actual return of the Sanhedrin and how that is going to be composed, from which people, and then there can be questions. Will there be a future upgrade in halacha? And give a few examples based on. I don't know. Will the Sanhedrin then?
I think you can put that next one under the title of Torah Chadasha. Even though Apichsidis, obviously Torah Chadasha means something.
Yeah, but I think that's people might get scared of the Torah Chadasha element because.
No, but that's a quote, and I think we call it.
Yeah, but what?
But that's exactly why it's intriguing. Like,
yeah.
But that's why it's intriguing. What the bottom line is halacha going to look radically different when Mashiach comes than Talmud Bavli?
Okay, so help me make this make sense. The title says Sanhedrin returns. Sandy, can you see the screen?
I am. Yeah, sure. I'm commenting on it. So I'm saying, I don't know. Sanhedrin returns. Maybe to find a way of basically saying like the new old Sanhedrin, or maybe Sanhedrin returns.
Update.
No, I mean we have that's the thing. I'm careful to say that because it's maybe just put it under the title Shiva Sheftayich, you know, and just the Lashon Kodesh over there, you know, and say what will what does this mean? Return of the old, a reconvening of the, you know, how to phrase it.
How will the Sanhedrin be composed?
You could just put the word Sanhedrin.
No. Maybe like this. Vashiva Sheftayich. The return of the Sanhedrin. How will that be? Who will that be? Maybe.
But I think, like with the rest of them, what you're doing is you're giving them the compelling things. Like when you're writing Schaefer headlines, WhatsApp, you're getting them to think why this is an intriguing question. And I think the same thing.
Practical.
you know,
So people of the past or people.
I think like that. You can write Tanaim question mark Amayraim, and then say
today's Rosh
today's
Hashanah.
Gedolim or today's Gedolim.
Yes. Oy vey, B'nai Shalom.
That's that really. If you have the word Gedolim in it, then everybody's going to be calm. Because, this is not Chabad.
That's a machayred. Oy.
And you have all the guys that want to be in Sanhedrin. They'll come to this thing. You could also ask, will they be able to use connections to get in once Mashiach comes?
I think that those specifics will be about whoever wants to talk about it. I mean, that's why it could, in theory, be its own full topic, and it would be, I think, very interesting because obviously everybody's partisan. Like, I'm sure, the Mir Yeshiva Chaver are going to want can get excited about imagining, whatever. That what I'm saying is, it could be a fun topic for Bnei HaYeshiva to ponder. Right? We used to have, when I was in Litvish Meister, they had a picture, a wall of all the Gedolim, Minatzchim and all the Yashim and Chulu, and in the middle is a mirror, smack in the middle. That was supposed to be motivation. Your picture, you're the next Gadol. So maybe these Chaver might say, hey, maybe they'll come to the class to hear if somehow overnight they got nominated.
I still need help here.
I think just Hashiva Sheftayach. So now just who will they be? Tonight, I would say.
Tanoim.
I was saying going even earlier than that. Necessarily, Zkenim Neviim. Maybe start quoting Zkenim Neviim, Tanoim Amarayim, Gedolim.
Rishonim or Achronim, or today's Gedolim.
I think put in the word Gedolim. Not Neviim. No, I was quoting from basically.
Moshe Kibbutz Torah.
Mishnah Aleph of Pirkei Avos.
But I got rid of these words.
You can write it simply. Will it the giants of the past, or the maybe I don't know.
Or today's even bigger giants.
I was wondering if there's one person like that. I'd call it you put there like, will there be Zkenim Tanaim Rav Auerbach?
No, you can't have today. I mean, if you would have had it up Chaim.
Reuven just faded. I wonder if it's too edgy to write like Rav Chaim Kanievsky. Rav Kanievsky, Zkenim Tanaim Rav Kanievsky, because that's the idea. We're going to get creative Jews and let people debate. How can it be Rav Chaim? Well, maybe Rav Chaim Kanievsky knows halacha, modern day. Let people let this spark some interest and debate among people. So I was wondering if you put down like that kind of name or something. Is there going to be blowback? Any negative blowback, or rather just?
Now, I think you're too provocative and it's too dangerous on this one to put a particular name.
So maybe I would say Zkenim Tanoim.
Maybe just put a bunch of initials. They'll try to figure out who it is.
We can have on the folder just like Rav, and then just like somehow it got a little faded over there.
What's wrong with this? Zakanim?
Tanaim or today's Gedolim. I think that's fine.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say or, because it could be, that's the point. It could be a mix of them all. Zakanim, Tanaim, today's Gedolim.
Got it.
I think we're kind of establishing a format here, and maybe this works with 3 question marks, with each one, because we did it. Well, I still need my home, I still need my 401k, then Schaefer, headlines, WhatsApp. In other words, there's a uniformity to the subtitles here.
Where is the subtitle here? Where does it go?
No, but the truth is, when you said Schaefer and that, There's two inyanim over here. There's the actual marketing of it, meaning not the marketing, the news channel, how it's going to pass, but there is the source. What's the samchus that Mashiach is because part of the reason we needed a people are always looking for Eliyahu Navi is because that people should trust the Mashiach that's coming, that as the Richtige, right? And that's what they want to hear Eliyahu Navi from. So I'm saying I don't know how important this is for the title, but in Inyan, there's two inyanim over here. When there was,
I think that what we should do here, besides for this is something that's both could be used for the people we go to, and also we can market. But maybe Mandy put into like in parentheses or whatever it is, for example, exactly what Reuven is saying about the Inyan on Bias Eliyahu, as well as the different things we were discussing, which is things that we would like the one who's presenting on it to explore. Like the reason why you need Eliyahu is the union of Samchus. So the question is whether that has gotten updated, like because everybody's gonna have to buy into it. We see already how controversial the topic is, and so we can sich vorstellen that when Mashiach comes, that's not going to be something that that's just going to go over so simply, unless that's the role of Mashiach. In other words, pursue that element of it, and I think even point out that that's exactly why Bias Eliyahu was such a key ingredient to it, because it was always understood that when Mashiach will come, to be so for many people, it would be such a radical a change of events or awakening to reality, that it was going to take a universally acceptable authority, etc., etc. I think that's something itself that could be explored in that conversation, because that moment, the moment of the announcement, what's that going to be like, and
and I have to ask another question: who's going to identify Eliyahu?
No, but I think so. It's a broader topic than just Bias Eliyahu. It's really the herald of the Gula. It's the moment. It's the like the Shabbos siren in Karaitz, like the shofar. Like, is it going to be a moment of pachad? Is it going to be a moment like, how is that going to play out? Is it going to be, as the Rebbe, obviously those, it's going to be shared in the newspapers and all the mices. But like for the Welt, let them start thinking about that. How will that happen? How will that moment? That's the whole point of this, is to be mamchish to people the union of Gula.
Sandy, I have a plan. We're gonna have a filter that'll take off your beard, and you'll give this talk.
Yeah, my beard is my one saving grace. Take off my beard. Nobody's gonna give me the what's it called? The least.
I'm saying from Teichen, but how do I write that down? What you said? What do I put down? Practically speaking,
I would say exploring the radical moment, the radical and earth-shattering moment when Golus becomes Geula.
and Google didn't like the word Golus.
Yeah, shouldn't.
I'm not going to say what it didn't like Google either, but okay. So I think we're out of time for now, but this is a good start of a small step in the right direction. But we have a lot more to go.
We need to get this finished, because I want to be able to. Baruch says Baruch Hertz says he has no problem approaching Stefanski. He needs more of a clarity to what we're asking. So
when should we continue? Can we continue tonight or tomorrow? I mean, who's ready to do it? We need
more realistically, we can also just everybody make this is a Google Doc, right?
Yes, everyone has access.
But no one does it.
That's a problem.
No one does it. Yeah.
Also, it's better when we work together, because people cancel out ideas that are not.
So kind of, we got to do the same thing that we did with the last time we got this. We can't just be meeting on Monday, whatever it is. We got to schedule. We got to keep on it. I want to tell you something else. let's get some of the wordsmiths back onto this, like Laser Gurkov and the Chevra that write for a living.
Also,
problem
the
is
fact
they
that we
have to get them.
started, maybe we could just ask Laser.
Well,
To
yeah,
go
when
through
we
them.
got it kind of in this relatively raw form, when we get, let's say we finish all 10, and we kind of polish it up the way I think. Then the next thing would be to put this in front of Laser and say, Laser.
What does all 10 mean? Did you see there's 25?
Oh, I didn't see. No, because I was just looking on the screen.
Let me show you. And
I'm
the
already
later ones,
intimidated.
the
Now you're
later
trying
ones
to.
came from Laser. Look at this. Well, number 5 now needs a little work because we're a middle. We're just anyway. Number 6, bottom line. Will the Sanhedrin be overturning things?
That I think that has to be folded into number 5
Okay,
because
that's
it's the
easy.
same thing. It's the same thing.
Okay. Number 6, remarry those who have passed with Chias HaMesim. Will my Bubby and Zaidi have a new chuppah? That's a
I'll
really.
tell you, it is, but it's a little creepy. No, I'm serious. It's these other ones are enjoyable to fantasize about. Number 6 sounds messy.
I'm getting rid of it. It's gone.
What's called? I want others to.
It's not like we don't have enough. We have enough. So, but it's a very practical question. People really do have that question.
I hear. But you see, number 6 and number 7 are all tied into number 5. It should be one topic if we want to break it into 2, but it's all the topic of what exactly is Torah going to look like when Mashiach comes. What is Yiddishkeit going to look like when Mashiach comes? Whether it's Sanhedrin modifying halacha, folding in modern advancements, but it's all tied into Hilchas Mashiach. Maybe that's what we call it.
So, okay, just read. Let's go through them quickly. We'll just take a look at them. 2 eras when Mashiach comes. Will there be a conversion gators process post?
1 minute. On number 6, 2 hours when Mashiach comes. Other than the Rebbe, is there a comprehensive source on this topic?
You have to ask that to Laser. Same address.
Anybody? We will also. What's it called? Also off. Ruven's also off. I don't straddle the Litvische Lamdische Welt, so I don't know. My understanding is that it's not a really it's not a comprehensive topic outside of the Rebbe's Torah. No, don't take it out. We'll just say okay, but whatever. But
I'll put it at the bottom for now, like the other one we sent down. What will my life look like? Present the thing that was also moved. Gators conversion, Gators post Mashiach's arrival. Is that a good one? Who is coming back at Chias HaMesim? That's something that's going to be very controversial.
Yeah, and also again, who's coming back? That's number 1 is controversial, and also number 2, that also is a shtickle creepy. Like who? The bottom line is, what do we need to know? Who won't come back? Why is that such an important topic? If we're talking about the Rasha Marushas, so why am I interested in within among Yidden? I don't want to spend. Everyone will have their own Rebbe. I think this is a good one. What is the role of Mashiach? I would broaden it. What is the role of Mashiach? What is Mashiach's job? Just to be a king? There's more to Mashiach than just being a king. Role, R-O-L-E. Mandy, let's geshem it in English.
Thank you.
What is the role of Mashiach?
And then what do you do with the rest of it?
I say, what is the role of Mashiach? King, I think you write it. King, Navi, Rebbe, and under that, will everyone still have their own Rebbe?
King, Navi, Rebbe. Will everyone?
I would change it to Rebbe, just so it's not so obvious. So you don't have the word Rebbe and Mashiach in the same sentence.
How do you spell Rebbe?
Just put an I instead of an E.
Rabbi? Rebbe, got it.
Rebbe.
Okay. Rebbe, okay, again here.
Yeah. Will there be heated coils in the base of Mikdash? I think you could write. Will the Bais Hamikdash be modernized? I think that's an interesting conversation. Will there be an Egged bus stop at Harabayas?
Touch screens.
Yeah, no, I think that's something that would be very interesting. I told you that to me, one of the greatest paintings still kind of exists in my mind is a painting that I saw in the Hachnasas Archim in the Eshel building in Hebron, where they have the picture of Mashiach Zeiten. Wasn't a very fancy painting, wasn't particularly well done, but the scope of it, the idea of it was beautiful. Bais Hamikdash with the Egged Basta, with the traffic jam coming up to Har Bais, it was mamchish it, and it says, yeah, takazeh. I would say modern Mashiach times or something like that. Say,
This one?
yeah, because again, I'm not the wordsmith.
Oh.
Give me a moment. Hello, Rabbi Ezra, how are you? I'm good. I'm just right. I'm in the middle of the meeting. Can I call you back in about 10 minutes? All right, cool. Hello. Baruch Hashem. I don't want to approach him if we don't have like a chaticha liskabed. We need to show that this is serious. So we have something prepared. We have like a prepared packet for him to take a look at. We have to have some other names that we are officially going to. All this is important. So, I think I don't want to just say metacht because even if you would be masking to do it, the more we show that it's serious, the more seriously he'll take it.